things about trading Forex is that you don't actually know exactly which trade is going to be a crazy winner or just another loss.
What's up, everybody? We are currently live with a weekly
trade back down to orthodox, then that price is going to be bullish.
Point sort of chasing the market. I was more than happy to stay flat.
Hello everyone.
What the kangaroo tell?
Always recommend trading on the 5 minute.
Some of these exotic pairs in pretty steady uptrend, making these higher highs and higher.
Mostly trend following.
The stimulus in a certain way.
Welcome every single one of you beautiful people. Welcome to this live Forex trading with EivindFX, the head analyst at A1 Trading. Yeah, how is it going, people? How is it going? I hope that you are, if not in profit, you are break even on whatever you do. And if you are not break even on whatever you do, I am here to help you, trying at least to become a bit better than yesterday. So what has really happened since last time? I guess everyone knows and everyone sees and everyone hears that I have become the head analyst for A1 Trading. Finalized that on Friday, I think it was. So great. We're gonna meet up tomorrow morning. It's all recorded anyways. And so I hope that you are, if you are in the A1 Trading Discord community, that you will join me there then. I'm break even this week because I haven't traded yet. Yes, mate. That is what we do. So what is the fundamental update since last week? That is actually very important for us to follow for the next 3 months. One, Bank of Canada quit their QE program overnight. All of a sudden, what does that mean? Well, CAD is supposed to be weak for seasonality-wise for November. That doesn't matter to me. That doesn't matter to me because I made this is the time frame. This is the candle. And right now, we haven't gone absolutely anywhere. So what I'm going to do on CAD is I'm going to buy CAD. Is it CAD dollar, Canadian dollar? Canadian dollar until, December maybe? So I'm just going to have a standing bias there, fundamentally standing bias there. Now, if I don't get trade entries, if I don't get to trade entries until December, Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful life. I guess that wasn't the word, but what a wonderful phrase. The reason is I don't want to make money buying in a bearish trend, so I need technical analysis also with fundamental analysis. If you're now a scalper, if I was a scalper in this market, I wouldn't touch it for the life of me. So if you are like, well, I'm going to buy it anyways, I have burned myself in this market, especially when you have 100% retracement. 100% retracement, nothing else, nothing more. It is basically invalidating whatever has happened. So since we don't have a higher in CAD yen, I can't buy it. Hello Denise, hello Jazz, hello Dunkirky, break even, yeah. Always great there. Hello SlyFX. Great. So we can go to Aussie Dollar. That is also very high interest today. The other one is RBA. So I found some RBA news article out there where the central bank governor of Australia says that if unemployment falls into the 4 lows or below, we could see higher wages. they don't have high enough pressure on wages at the moment, the pay that people get, to say that we are a strong growing economy. So they are really concerned about wages. That is Aussie bearish. The next thing they also did, that there is no discussion on housing, and they removed their yield target. Where was that? Somewhere around here. Supposed to be at least. Where they dropped their 0.1% target on the government bonds that is expiring in 2024. Why is this bearish? Because when you support an economy as of Australia, that would make the Australian dollar rise, as we have seen for the past year and a half. The next thing is then, what's going to happen in Australia then? Well, that's going to fall. What happens today? It fell. Did I know that beforehand? Nope. I didn't take any trades here because I'm like, nope. And I know someone who sold it up here. Great on you, great on you. And I'm just going to say, I'm going to wait for tomorrow. Well, do we have a break right now? I think we actually have a break right now. So if I was a seller, I would actually now look to see a pullback before we can all go lower. So if I was to scalp this one, I would probably sell it around, where is it? 2 a.m. my time. So somewhere around here would be great. Support and resistance, at least that is resistance that I want to hold. But then the FOMC is going to have their meeting tomorrow. We're going to talk about it until we are yellow, blue, purple, and green, as my mother always said. First of all, we expect a taper announcement. We expect the taper, the QE program, to end next year. And the market, I don't know if I've told you guys this one, I probably need to. If you look at the CME group, a countdown to FMC, there we are looking into what is the market banks actually negotiating trades. If we go to 27th of July, 2022, that is it 7 months from now? I need to think twice. 8 months from now, the market is pricing in 73% rate hike. If there is a rate hike at this given day, that is a new timeline, because the Fed has said maybe end of 2022, 2023. So if we now see the Fed tomorrow going and say, hey, we're going to increase interest rate in July, which is, by the way, very unlikely, because they have until now said we're going to have tapering. One is one kind of lane. The other one is interest rate rises and hikes. So the market is currently pricing in a 73% potential of rate hikes, but one rate hike by July 2022. If we go to December 2022, the market has priced in a 95% rate hike. And somebody believes that we're going to be at, or one dude at least, believes we're going to be at 1.5% in 1 year from now. Nobody believes, or was one guy, 2 guys, 3 guys believes there is going to be, very few of them think there's going to be no change for 1 year. So if we have the Fed tomorrow, just going to put up the scenarios in your head. If we have scenario 1 that says that the Fed thinks we're not going to increase interest rate until 2023 and later 2023, dollar bullishness straight out of the books. If they say we're going to go on a different path with interest rates, we're going to see how it goes, that is going to be status quo. That's what I've said all the time. If they say that they're going to increase interest rates anytime sooner than 2023 next year, sorry, 2023, there's going to be dollar bullish massively, because that's a new policy. So we're expecting new policy tomorrow that is tapering the QE program, and which is pretty a lot. And they're expecting to reduce by 15 billion a month, and they already have, it's 120 a month, I think it is. So what are we then going to expect when we have a very large potential move tomorrow ahead of us? If we go to last time we taper, that is, sorry, the last big event, that is 170 pips difference on the election. Okay, that's a news event. That's a high news event where nobody knows the outcome. But okay, that is one. And then the other one is back in 20. Which day was that? The end was October. Okay, yeah. So this is where they started to increase interest rates, give or take. Somewhere here. Okay, so the Aussie has already fallen by then. But then the previous year, May 2023, that is when they said, "Hey, we're going to start tapering," and then they started taper probably around December that year, 18th, give or take that year. So if we look into that in that area there, what is the general move in this area here? 100 pips. Okay, maybe. Actually, not that. Actually, that day. Is it that day? No, it's 8th. Anyways, around this area here. I forgot. Sorry. The next thing is, what do we expect tomorrow? Are we expecting a lot of volatility? If there's one thing that is going to be interesting for tomorrow, it is how gold moves. Okay. Right now, the market is pricing in dollar bullishness, but gold has its own demand for gold itself as a commodity, not against the dollar, not only against the dollar. So right now, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to leave any gold trades I would have imagined to have, and I would be far, far, far away. That is not trading recommendation whatsoever. That is what I would do. I would leave gold like the plague. Why do I believe that gold is going to be a plague tomorrow when that actually happens? It's because then we have concrete evidence we are actually tapering, actually happening, and then gold is going to go. I don't know how much that is going to be. If that's going to be 200 pips, if that's going to be $200, if that's going to go up to 180, 90, 1600, it can be anything and nothing. It can be bullish, it can be bearish, because what I am suggesting here, ladies and gentlemen, is that when back in COVID, when we had these interest rate meetings, that was 3rd of March. That is the day where they said we're going to start supporting the economy. Gold goes bada bing, bada boom, straight higher. And the next one is, I believe it was 19th of March, if it wasn't 16th. If it was 16th, I think it was maybe more than anything else. And that goes from 1580, give or take, and down all the way down to 1450 in one singular day. Okay. So if you haven't been through this tapering, it's going to be a roller coaster for sure. What do you think about EURUSD and Euro in general? I closed EURUSD sells in profit. It looks like it's falling again, but many people are selling, so I'm not going to. I think that what is going to happen tomorrow is going to be dollar bullish. The event itself is dollar bullish. Okay. But it might be 2K pips on gold. Okay. It might be as volatile as your account has never seen. Why am I the bloom and the doom? I want you to survive tomorrow. It's a very easy day to skip one day out of 20 years. You're not going to lose any money, and you still have your trading account, and you can still wait for your setups. Because what I'm talking about here is this a profitable trader? If it's a profitable market condition that you are in? I have not been in this trading the condition before, other than in COVID times. And I'm going to run for my life. That is my goal. And what's going to happen to dollar? Probably dollar is going to be some volatility too. And maybe people are going to get scared. Many people are scared. Some are going to take their profit and run. Someone is going to add to the bottom of the wick, and somebody is going to be, what on earth is happening? So we are currently at 115. Okay, I have seen professional traders were going down to 1300, 113. I've seen someone going down to 110. But 110, when was 110? 110 was back in April. That was back in COVID times. So is that possible? That is absolutely possible. Not maybe tomorrow, but over time. So what is really going to drive dollar bullishness here? Fundamentally, no things in between. Rising interest rates in America. When that is clear, when the market has decided that we are going to increase interest rates, we are going to go dollar bullish. Okay? So when that happened to CAD this year, that has happened to New Zealand this year, it has happened to, well, someone Aussie, that there was going to be a tightening with that one. But also, when did they increase interest rates? If I remember correctly, increase, I can't even type it fast enough. Increase interest rate 2014, I think it is, USA. If I remember, it is 16th of December 2015 that did that, at least. Finally, Fed interest rate, increase interest rate. So that is which day was it? Sorry, I'm sneezing. That is around here. Okay, what has happened to dollar all the way up until 16th of December 2015? Market has done what they would do in any kind of given situations. For 1.5 years, they are priced in the right hike. What happens afterwards? Dollar falls, generally speaking, before it goes even higher. Okay, where did it go to? 100. It started from 80, went to 100. Where are we right now? 94. Can we go to 100? Can we go to 104? Absolutely. This will take months, but as you can see how strong this is on the weekly, this is how you can see how strong it is on the daily. If you're not on that train, I don't know if the train is ever going to be there. SlyFX, you just entered the most basic question that I am absolutely happy to answer. What is happening tomorrow? What is going on? Okay, let me walk you through. Remember, this is boring for everyone else, but I want to teach you. So first of all, COVID times happened. Market crashed. What did the central banks do? They took their interest rate from 1.75 to 0%. All of a sudden, that increased the money supply to the market. They also added QE. In America, it was 120 billion a month. Okay, a whole ton of money was pumped into the market. Okay, the next thing that happened is that now tomorrow we're going to end or reduce the QE program. Okay, so when did we end the QE program last time? And let me see, S&P 500, that was last time in 2013. That's when they mentioned it. 2013 was May 22nd of May. This is where they mentioned tapering. Sorry. There we go. Here. That is where we mentioned tapering. Stock market falls. And then I remember when it was done by 30th of October? Was it this day? Give or take around this to this. And then I think they started around, give or take, somewhere in this market here. So if you'll see in between here, we have some big drops of 5%, and this is a 10% drop. So what's really happening is that when the QE goes away, large institutions all of a sudden now has an alternative to the stock market. They're going to take profit and they're going to buy bonds. They couldn't do that until now because the bond market in America did not allow them to get their demanding requirement of 5% returns every year when they only gave 1.55 at the moment. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to see US 10-year T-note rise. The other thing that you're also going to, well, at least that's the general idea, at least, maybe not specifically tomorrow, but generally speaking, the other thing here is that we are going to then see some profit taking in the market. The market has gone up since COVID. 110%. That is absolutely amazing rise. Okay, out of the moon. Average yearly return is it 7% or is it 16%, give or take? But yeah, somewhere around there. So we have accelerated, like some belongingness amount of, that was another word I didn't even know it existed, amount of pips higher. So what are they going to do now? Someone's going to take profit. Mostly at large hedge funds, and also some afraid souls are going to take profit tomorrow. Which gurus are you talking about? Anyone that sells fear. I don't sell fear. I sell realism, and realism is market has fallen after such an event. That is very, very normal, but also the market will rise again. So the fall is just another buying opportunity for me. How many people are we here right now? Can somebody tell me how many people we are now? I cannot really see that, so I just rely on you guys because I want to ask a question to you guys who is here. So if you can get a number out there, it's always nice. Yeah. So Aussie dollar is falling. Woohoo! Your dollar is falling. Woohoo! 31 viewers. Great. So for 31 of you, I know. Should we ask Nick if I should join his live on Friday on NFP? What do you think? Yeah, for you, the 36th people. Should we? Is that fun? Your two favorite people in the world? I guess. Yes! Yeah, I don't know if I will have a different opinion than him, though. But by that time, we will have FOMC has happened, Bank of England has happened, and then FP this week. It's such a beautiful week this week, by the way, people. Such a beautiful week. So if you didn't get tired of all my fundamental, I hope you learned something here. Please give it a thumbs up and give it a subscribe if you learned something new today. I think that was pretty high value. Took me a very long time to learn that, by the way. So hopefully that was interesting for you. Other than that, Aussie dollar is falling. Is there any entries here? I would say yes, there's an entry in this area here. There's a pullback on a smaller time frame. Falls. Is this a pullback? Yeah, I would probably want it higher. So let's see let's see how large this fall is right now. Nathan says it would be great to hear both the cookies, but yeah, yes, mate. That would be great. The other thing is I'm just going to see, is there any trade setups here? The one trading setup that I would say was here earlier today was to sell euro dollar here. New low. Oops, new low. Pullback. Double bottom, higher high, higher low. Probably sell that one. Probably nice. And I don't know if it's going to work out though, because tomorrow's going to be a volatility day. So I guess it goes so far. Aussie hasn't seen the same situation. It was pulling back at some point, but I think this is going to be another fall where we're just going to fall and not really take it. Pound dollar has been a pain in the what do you call it? Pain in the seat, pain in the cheeks, pain in what? And has not really had a good pullback. Had a really strong liquidation there. Had a strong liquidation there. Had a strong liquidation there. So it's basically just taking out anyone and everything before falling. So if I was to give my 2 cents here, maybe that was the pullback and we kind of just left it there. Maybe we just have to wait for some. Maybe we just have to look for some lower lows, lower highs on the 5-minute chart for today, tomorrow. Where we are like, well, that seems like resistance. Oops. Like, that seems like resistance kind of a thing to get anything. But yeah, maybe that would have worked. But no, so pound dollar in my eyes is then difficult to trade. That's my point. And there was some pullbacks there. And then does my peer point say anything at all? I guess that is a sell, by the way. I guess. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Sell beautifully daily setup here. Okay, cool. I didn't see it because I didn't bother. I sold your USD yesterday at the end of New York session. Well, is that good? Yesterday? Yeah, okay, cool, I guess. Yeah, that's good. Good enough. You are in on that euro dollar and Thomas Johnson. Why do you sound so American, but secretly Scandinavian? There aren't many fundamentally based traders teaching people. Sorry, I have learned so much from just Nick and yourself, Eivind, who uses a lot of fundamentals. Fundamentals are so underrated. So my biggest kind of sales point there is, first of all, interest rate expectations, and interest rate expectations and future tightening or not tightening is important things you as a trader need to understand. And what really changed my trading was trading more seasonality wise, was to trade more with pivots as of clear targets, clear entries, and also being more like, I can't trade every market, and understand that first of the month is very important. So if that then jinx up some fundamental analysis, some what do you call them? Some analysis on the Powell. Yeah, sure, that's also going to be fun. But I think that we need to be able to understand that the world is not priced. The world is not, what do you call it? There's a word for it, so I can explain it in English rather than trying to find the technical word for it. The real word is, and the term is, that we have an effective market. We don't have an effective market. Effective market means that we have everything priced in at any given time. We don't have that because we're humans, first of all. Second of all, we don't have access to lightning news. And second of all, the news that has come out is still being processed somewhere before it comes out to us. So you're from Tennessee. That's what I thought. American. And then also Tennessee is also a nice place to be from. Pound yen. That was almost a sell yesterday. Didn't go in there. I think that was a sell for tomorrow. This high here, and I don't expect price to come back up. And okay, this is just too messy. I know, I understand. I'm sorry. So this high was a sell yesterday. Sorry. Fell down. Came back now to sell again. Now, did I know that ahead? Am I aware of? Did I trade that? Nope. Am I backward looking? I could also have said this is also going to be the pullback for tomorrow. But if you get price like high tomorrow, I think you can take it. But I wouldn't believe that you will get it. But as you can see here, there has been some consolidation earlier. So you can at least keep 155.50 in your memory to maybe to the downside. But it also is pound yen, so it can do everything and nothing. Technicals don't tell the whole story. That's my opinion, at least. I agree. And why doesn't it tell the whole story? Because if you were a fundamental trader, why in a risky market did dollar fall? Risk was absolutely skyrocketing. Why did dollar fall? You tell me. That's kind of my punchline there. But anyways, New Zealand dollar, affected by his brother in Australia, now has a clear lower low. That is no longer to be questioned. You could maybe have sold that, but that's probably selling at a lower low. And right now you have a lower low. So any pullback tomorrow today is probably seen to be what you can look forward to. That is kind of scalping, swing trading shenanigans. And if you're thinking of this one should go higher, you need to look for, I think it's 70.30, I think my price is. So somewhere around this area. That is a good 80 pips at least down before that hits. So sure. So that's kind of my view there on New Zealand. At least now it's falling. And I think I generally wanted to go higher in the end. I just don't have confirmation right now to buy it. USD CAD is still in a range. So I'm just going to jump. Until it breaks, until something happens to it, until someone needs to get the courage out there, I will so somebody in the Discord says he couldn't come because he was the dentist. So funny, I'm laughing. Anyways, sorry, mate. So yeah, what is this? This is wiggly or jelly. Should we call range trading for jelly trading? You're just trying to touch the jelly and then it shakes. And if you try to grasp it, if you try to take it, it just slips out of your hands, right? It's like a 4-year-old on tantrum. It's the slipperiest thing that you have ever tried to hold. Cold coffee. Is there any opportunities on yen pairs? Aha. Are you a buyer of this market or seller of this market, Mr. Nathan? All the news talking about the dollar bullishness is not weird if all the market know it's going to... Yeah, okay. Let me tell you something then. Let me give you an example. If you have an earthquake outside Japan today, out in the sea, are you going to talk about the possibility of a tsunami? Selva? Do you think everyone will then talk about it, that it's going to be a tsunami as well? USD is disgusting right now. I would agree so. Yeah. I was bearish on yen, but looking at the charts, it seems bullish. It doesn't seem bullish. Well, bearish on the yen. If you're looking at a yen index per se by itself, it is range bound. But that's not the story. The story is yen is falling, but the yen pairs are falling because the Aussie is falling, pound is falling, euro is somehow falling, the Canadian is range bound. So it's not the yen that is the problem here, it's the other ones. So to answer my own question, yes, you're going to expect everyone to talk about a tsunami, because as that happened before, and it leads to mass destruction. It led to a huge crisis. I think it's 2015. I think it was. There was a tsunami in Tokyo and in Japan, and people really remember that. I think it was up at like 8.9 on Richter scala. Okay. So that is going to create dollar strength, by the way, if that happens. But my point is, if everyone is expecting it, when it comes to large, systemic, fundamental things, it is a self-fulfilling event, because the central bank needs the market to move the prices in whatever the direction they want it to go in. So it's kind of like a very not snarky, like your big sister. She's probably the smartest one of both of you. Where she is going to use manipulation, she's going to use interesting tactics just to get you to pick up and go and give her a chocolate bar that's in the kitchen, and she's going to make you feel that you're doing her a service, you're doing yourself a service, and that is what you wanted as well. Okay? So the central bank is going to say, well, we're going to taper. So what is the market going to do then? Okay, we're not so bullish. We are very bullish now. Okay, then we're going to not have so much. We're not going to have so much buying of bonds anymore. What are we going to do now? We're going to buy the bonds that the central bank is going to sell. That's where you make money, and they're going to give you at a premium. Fantastic! I will do that. All right. So since the market starts selling off their assets, you are enticed to buy them because you get them at a better price. If you are called JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs and those big ones. Okay. Hello, Mr. Ivan. Can you please explain what is net short and net long means? So, if you have shorters and longs, and if you add them together plus, that becomes the net. So, sorry, if you could take long, if you have long 20,000, 20K plus, and then you have shorters, let's call them, the 10,000 is shorting. So it's negative 10,000. Then the net is 10,000. So it's basically 20 minus 10. So that is the net. And that becomes kind of the overall market direction. No, the overall sentiment about something. It doesn't say anything about strength. It just says what the average, generally speaking. Are we generally speaking bullish on this one? Are we expecting this one to rise, generally speaking? Are we generally speaking looking for this one to fall? And numbers, it's like the amount of cars going in one direction and the amount of cars going the opposite direction. And then you're going to get a net in between as to where is the major flow going on the highway. Risk on until tomorrow, says Thomas Johnson. Okay, cool. But also, if you see yen pairs, for example, and you see these low being created on Aussie yen and New Zealand yen and all those things. Okay. If you're a buyer of this asset, that shouldn't make you care two hoots, because you was just given a fantastic uptrend. And that is what the fantastic uptrend you're still going to look for. You're just not getting that today. And today, you are expecting this one to rise, but it also needs technical confirmation that it's actually going to rise. So for you, you're like, well, it doesn't go down, then it doesn't go down. Then you can't really do anything whatsoever. Okay? So if you are a buyer of this asset, you can't do anything. If you're a seller, by the way, I hope that you have some sells in here, unless you are wanting to see a new lower low, pull back, and then sell it tomorrow at London Open if you get a break lower. Okay? So if you are a bear, you need a break of previous low. You have some lows here, so I don't believe fully that this is, but it is technically very important if we break lower on the yen pairs. Pound yen has done that already. CAD yen has not broken lower as of yet. Euro yen has not broken as of yet. New Zealand yen is about to, in the process, maybe, sometimes, maybe. And pound yen has broken out a long time ago. A long time ago is yesterday. All right. So, but also for USD yen, we have a range. We haven't gone anywhere at the moment. So if you are like, I want to buy this one, like Nick does. You don't have technical confirmation to do that yet. I would say so, at least. Why do I say so? You don't have technical confirmation? Because you don't have a series of higher highs and higher lows. You don't have this market here. You have this market here. And this market here is nada, granada. Nothing. So for you for tomorrow, you're just going to wait. And the best opportunity tomorrow, by the way, is, in my eyes, to sit on cash and take the opportunity when it's clear what the market actually does. You are not getting whipped out by short-term volatility. If you are right, if you are wrong. And I believe that we might have both ways. We might go up and down. I just don't know how many pips are going to go up and down. And I would then say, if I can survive Wednesday, and I can survive Thursday for pound, I don't care how far we have gone in the direction. Because if we are going to have fundamental changes to whatever we are doing, we are going to move for the rest of the year. We are so far into the year that this is going to change the rest of continue the rest of the year. So the next 1.5, 2 months is what I'm expecting the move to last in. And I think that what is really happening here is market is not pricing in anything specific on gold. Market is not trading a specific direction on dollar. The market believes dollar bullish, but technically 1 hour we are range bound. So and we have been doing that ever since October. So if you are thinking that Aussie Dollar is going to fall tomorrow, everything is going to be okay. Sure. Sell it if you feel like that's the best thing to do. Look for pullbacks. Look for resistance. Look for your entry reasons that you have on demo done more than 20 times. But this kind of a breakout or tending to break out is very nerve-wracking, because I believe we still need to break this low to be actually bearish. And then once this is broken, it is a clear line down, and it can fall in a straight line, 70 pips, 100 pips. Doesn't matter what the market feels like. So yeah, just have that in mind until tomorrow. Is there any other currencies we should go through, or assets, S&P for that matter? So if you buy right now, that is the plan, by the way. Yen weakness, gold falling, CAD rising, USD CAD pause, pound falling, stock market rising. I have been fairly okay with that prediction for this week so far. Yen is actually falling, but also the market is also falling. But also, if you think of stock market at the moment, it's just parabolic. But if you believe that sometimes throughout November we are going to have a pullback, don't worry. If you believe we're going to go still just going to go higher, you probably need to find some supports on this very aggressive uptrend. Oh yeah, Euro Swissy and Euro Aussie. I can do Euro Aussie because Euro Aussie, I went through that the other moment, and there is a reversal here, technical reversal to the higher side, and then I hope that we're gonna come back here tomorrow and say, hey, look at this pullback, woohoo! So right now we are above this high here. We have a technical reversal. Do we have any other things that is necessary? We have take profit for the week. We have everything that I want to see in a market, except for the monthly, I guess. Well, we are well beyond. Okay, cool. Now we have reversal on Euro Aussie. That is interesting move to the upside. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Just mentioning that for everyone to be aware of something at least. Okay. Euro Swissy. Okay. Makes a double bottom. Makes a high. This is strongly bearish. Okay. On the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, we haven't even hit the 55 EMA even. So, where's this one going, mate? I think that we are continuing to fall. It's just gonna have a deeper pullback. Okay, but I wouldn't trade this one for the simple reason is this is not a great sell price point, and we are quite strongly to the downside already. And I would probably sell in this area any time of the year. So yeah, I'm just going to look for what it did last year on this same time frame. It did went higher in November. Okay, so it did go higher in the end. Okay, so that is risk on, give or take, and then back from November last year. November, it fell. That was high. Yeah. You're most welcome, Silva. So my point is, even though everyone is expecting it, when it's fundamental analysis and fundamental changes to a market, everyone is knowing it's going to happen, but also it's going to be so strong that many traders will start. Well, if we have like last year on Euro Dollar, this move here, if you go back to the sentiment from that time, Euro Dollar sentiment last year, if that is ever happening, yeah, no, it wasn't available. Euro Dollar, and that is 2021. Okay, it's not possible right now. But yeah, my point is there was a lot of sellers on EURUSD on the retail trader side. So even though everybody knows, quote unquote, we're going to go higher, retail traders still finds a place to sell it anyways. Okay, so just have that in mind. And by the way, right now on retail traders, yeah. We are that whipsaw last week really had its impact on the retail trader sentiment, and they have started to sell, taking away longs, but still very much so they're still buying it more than selling. So maybe that's a good sign at least for it to continue to fall. But yeah, and then retail traders have started to buy Aussie yen, of course. That's always nice. The retail traders, lol. So retail traders have started to buy Aussie yen now. That is off today, and we'll see where that is going. So, so instead of saying to the moon, should we say to the grave? Is that it? Maybe that's not a positive thing though. Is there a more positive thing than to the grave, to the ground, to the I don't have anything at all in my head that can be funny as well. Anyways, so dollar strong, oh not dollar strong, but Aussie falling, great. Euro falling a bit. Pound falling a lot. Pound yen falling still a bit. New Zealand dollar has broken out and all those shening. And New Zealand yen has broken out and all that shening. Euro yen has not broken out. CAD yen has not broken out. Aussie yen is about to break out. NOK yen has broken out. Dollar yen has not broken out, so it's just in the range. Gold is very silent. And I've said earlier in this live, if you decide to trade gold tomorrow, expect to lose your account. So if that is what you are, if you don't get, if that doesn't happen, hallelujah. Be thankful for whatever was given to you. Other than that, I think that tomorrow is a very important day. I think that we, as traders, need to be professional. We need to protect our capital. We need to protect what we do so we don't lose our money. But I also think that a very interesting thing to do is, what can it be? What can it be? It can be that I have my own YouTube channel. You're allowed to subscribe. I'm not allowed by Nick. I deeply appreciate every single one of you who is a part of this community at A1 Trading and my community on EivindFX. And tomorrow I'm going to have a market update with the Discord group on A1 Trading. Hope you have subscribed. Link in the description, I guess. So, by the way, stop losses tomorrow doesn't work. Okay, stop losses doesn't work tomorrow. If we get what I think is going to happen, your stop loss doesn't matter. You're going to be slippaged so badly you won't even notice. The thing is, because if what I think is going to happen, if it moves 200 pips in a split second, your auto stop doesn't work. There's no buyers or sellers to get you out. Sorry, there's no sellers to get you out. Because nobody has been able to react to the move, and 1 second later, that's when you're getting your stop loss, but a much different price, and your stop loss does not work. At least expect that. It should, but expect it doesn't. Am I going to go live on YouTube tomorrow on the FOMC? Am I allowed to say that? Yes. I am going to do that. So I think that is. I don't think Nick is going to do that tomorrow. So that's enough for me, I guess. I have been talking fair enough. Use this video, by the way. Bookmark it somewhere because I think it was a lot of interesting things to go through. So bookmark this. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. And boom. Have a great day.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching today's stream. I hope you got a lot of value out of it. And hey, before you go, make sure to check out our guest on social media, as well as subscribe to the A1 Trading YouTube channel for more free trading content throughout the week. Before we go, I do also want to say down below in the description, there's all sorts of great perks for you if you're looking for a broker. We've got some recommended brokers. We've also got a Telegram channel and email newsletter that you would probably benefit from if you're an aspiring trader. So take advantage of some of that free stuff down below. It will also help out the channel tremendously, and we will see you back tomorrow.